that was we talked about this before, but that was a cultural moment that even went beyond hip hop. Like everybody was talking about it. I talked about it on my political news show, and I don't know. It's
That
hard
is
to
crazy when
capture
you think
how
about
big
it.
that moment is.
Well, let's go back.
Yeah.
Let's talk about what your notion as to like the big thesis or the reason why Kendrick won that. Like, what do you like when you listen to all those songs, look at the battle, you're like, what were we really talking about there? Like, what was your takeaway?
So to me, it was all strategy on Kendrick's part. Like I really think he had a mole in Drake's camp, and when Drake dropped his nuke, which was Family Matters, it was like within the hour, Kendrick had responded with, I think it was Meet the Grams, which was I honestly, I can't even listen back to Meet the Grams because it's just like
We talk
he
about
basically
that all the
beheaded
time.
Drake.
Correct.
So it
It's
was
a
like,
horror
if
movie.
Drake hit him with everything he had with Family Matters. And when I heard Family Matters, I was like, oh my God, this is actually sort of brutal. And I like the beats too. So I was like, wow, I want to see what Kendrick comes back with. Within the hour, he drops Meet the Grams. And then he wasn't done yet.
30
Obviously,
minutes
he went
probably.
on. Within, I don't even know how long after that it was Not Like Us dropped, but it was like, it's like he dissected him strategically where Drake was just not ready. He didn't know, hey, this dude, no matter what I do, he's got that ace up his sleeve and he's got a mole in my camp. And so whatever I drop, even if it's the big one, it's just going to be stepped on immediately. And so, I mean, I don't know how you beat like a mastermind like that who has a mole in your camp, knows exactly what you're about to do, is playing chess, it can override your nuke with a nuke of his own that just quashes yours completely. Nobody's even talking about Family Matters. Right after it drops, it's just dead immediately. And so, I don't know. The lesson for everybody is do not get into a rap beef with Kendrick, right? They used to say that about Eminem. To me, I see that more with Kendrick. You don't want to get into a beef with Kendrick.
Oh, no.
He made a whole video for Family Matters. All that money was wasted in one night. The speed through that weekend of the releases, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I mean, it was definitely a legendary moment. I remember seeing one guy out of England, a man on the street, was asked, what was going on in the battle. And he said something really brilliant. He said, Drake is talking to the audience and Kendrick is talking to Drake. And the vibe was like, yeah, Drake is looking at the audience going, get a load of this guy. He's so short and mad. And Kendrick is like staring right at Drake with like veins bulging, like, you're a horrible father. You're a horrible black person. You're a horrible rapper. Like, you
a horrible black person is the funniest statement
oh
ever.
my God. Like, he actually really hates him. Like,
I'm inspired. I think everybody was inspired by how much Kendrick hates Drake. It really inspired me to embrace my inner hater in a sense where, you look at the political landscape. I'm no longer trying to split the difference and find common ground. I'm like, sort of, fuck you and the horse you rode in on. And I feel like Kendrick gave us that energy that we were all like, oh, it's okay to be like this.
Exactly. Everyone felt it's okay to say anything about your opponent too. Like, just go all the way in. And to go into politics in this political climate with the orange man up there, that makes sense. It's like, why are we chilling? Why are we chilling? They're coming in hard. So let's come in harder. And that's why I appreciate that halftime show so much, because some people on the liberal side were like, this is, and I want to ask you this question, Kyle, is like, this is political, but it's subtle, and therefore it's not giving enough for me. Therefore, it's like, this is not revolutionary. And because you're at the Super Bowl, this means nothing and all that. But for me, I'm like, it's at the Super Bowl and you did not have to do this. No one would ask you to do this and you decided to do this. So it shows you where your mind is and where your intention is. And to me, that's beautiful. And that's what a revolutionary artist is. Not an activist, not a revolutionary, but a revolutionary artist. Someone challenging the status quo through their art.